What is up there, everyone? It's the guy with no gamertag here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Call of Duty Ghosts connection. Now, don't get me wrong with this, I have not actually played the game. This is not a review of the game, or actually telling you what the connection is. This is just me making observations from what I've seen from live streams, gameplay, and other people talking about their experiences from the game. And what I think could be about to happen in this next year and afterwards. So, if you're looking for actual gameplay from it, or an actual review, you're going to waste your time watching this. I've not actually played the game. I've got it for PS4. Now, what I'm going to talk about is what I've seen. So, from what I have seen, it seems to be quite laggy at the moment. There has obviously been the recent news that the dedicated servers are not actually out yet. Infinity Ward have got us again. It's like if they were going to do anything, it's like Trollfinity Ward strikes again. Vonderhaar! And basically, so they haven't released the dedicated servers. Apparently that will happen when the next generation consoles come out. So they're holding that back, so it's still on P2P, which means the connection is pretty crap. But it seems that it's different bad connection to the previous games. Because whereas in previous games, like, everything went wrong, the hit detection was horrible. Apparently it seems in this game that it's more just lagging the game. You are still getting killed by, like, the one-shot deaths, and it's like, what the hell happened there? But it's a case of the connection just really lags badly, but there is still apparently good hit detection. But though a lot of people were saying is that when they played it and there weren't many people online, the connection was actually really good, hit detection was perfect, almost comparable to Modern Warfare 2, which generally has had the best connection over its game life. So that is something quite good, and that is also something I'm thinking of. If the good connection was like that, hopefully that's what the dedicated servers will resemble. Now, the things that we have to bear in mind with dedicated servers is there are some things they will never eliminate. Being shot round corners is not going to be eliminated by dedicated servers, because that can still happen, because if you have someone with a worse connection, they can be shooting you, but because they may be slightly behind, you can have run around a corner, but on their screen they've just finished shooting you. So you will still be shot round corners, and my proof of this has happened to me on Battlefield 3. So even though everyone thought the connection was beautiful on that, it is beautiful. It's just a case of getting shot round corners. It's just a trait of first-person shooters. If things like that are not going to be eliminated until computers or internet devices can connect to each other in real time and communicate between each other at the same time. But I'm not even sure if that is going to be possible in the next 10 years. I've not got a clue. I'm not a computer person. I'm not really that good with computers or internet. So yeah, I think that it could really improve the connection, and it could actually be really good with the dedicated servers. Although, as they said, it's going to be a mixture of dedicated servers and the peer-to-peer internet thing. So I really hope that the servers have a good connection, and it's like what everyone felt when they just started playing the game. Although it has been known as the honeymoon phase, that everyone just thinks it's like kind of Stockholm Syndrome. It's not as bad as Black Ops 2, so it's amazing. But I don't know. I'll have to see when I do eventually get the game. Because of course when I get the game, the servers will be out. Although you have to bear in mind I'm playing the campaign first, so you may not see some online gameplay till January from me. So yeah, that's something with the servers. I really hope that works. But the next thing is that I have already decided with the next Treyarch game, I'm not going to pre-order it. I will probably wait a few months to see if the connection or basically what the bullshit is and whether the game is playable. Because I was so let down and annoyed with the rubbish they put in Black Ops 2 that I've decided against that. So what's going to happen is I know I'll be playing CoD Ghosts longer than the usual cycle, because usually you play it for a year, then you get the next one. But I'm going to be playing this into the next game cycle. So, and it is also likely, because they have the servers and they won't want to keep them up for too long, that they will probably, I would imagine, that they would then close the dedicated servers for CoD Ghosts when the new game comes out. And that means it'll go back to P2P. But as it was said, when there were less people online, the P2P servers worked really well and the connection was smooth. So actually, this game may actually be really good as well. If this game could still retain a good connection, after its cycle, because there'll be less people playing it. So that is something I really hope happens. But yeah, it's just going to be a case of, got to see what happens when dedicated servers comes out. That is going to be one of the things that makes or breaks the game. Quick note on some other things that I've heard people are worried about. There is a kind of like sight or scope in the game which is similar to the target finder. It's more like a millimeter scanner. Basically, when an enemy is in your line of sight, it will highlight around the outside. But don't worry, because you look at the size of your gun on your screen compared to the rest of what you can see. When you're zoomed in with this scope, that is the amount you can see. You have very little vision. The scope has enough space to about see one enemy in front of you. So it is actually really what the target finder, if it was good, if they were going to balance it, it should have been like. But yeah, the guns seem to kill really quickly in the game from what I've seen. In fact, it almost seems that they have tried to almost resemble Modern Warfare 2 in this game, which is I suppose a good thing, because that was probably the best online COD that I've seen and played. So that's a good thing. Yeah, because you got like the MSBS 3-round burst gun, which is basically like the FAMAS from MW2. It's so similar in the way it performs. It is unreal. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope that I've covered some things, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to my thoughts on the Ghost connection. I want to see what you guys think. Please leave comments in the comment section below. I had to think about what it was called then. But anyway, this is Guy with Gamer Tag, and I'll see you on another video.